Hey guys, hope all is well. 550s. We're always hitting these synchronicities and numbers on the startup. How beautiful. So Wednesday. Yeah. Tonight me and Jordan are going to be jumping on one of the rooms. And we're going to do some live detailed perspectives in and out of the market analysis, abbreviations of what's going on in the world right now from what we know and our knowledge, and how to relieve stability going into 2025 and remaining on top throughout 2025. There's not long left, 6-7 weeks. So here we go. I would like to first point and suggest that I've been extremely busy working on volume metrics on the other computer. Maybe I'll share some very, very soon. However, if you haven't really crafted the foundations of analysis and data, artwork, combinations, and also putting a psychological perspective into Notion. I remember on the last video I told you I've been through many ups and downs in this arena. I've made a lot of people money. I've also lost small amounts of money through times where I wasn't completely focused because I was wrapped in other areas of life for other areas of experience, which we have to navigate and balance out. And yeah, we're fully back in effect, and we took all of the notions into perspective and accumulated a lot of intelligence and knowledge in and out of the market. And we bring this together to foresee a very fortunate next few years, so to speak, as we go into the next evolutional cycle and turning points in humanity. So yeah, with that being said, working on volume metrics in some futures markets and COMEX instruments. And I'm just going to go over a few general points of call as to what we can expect in the next few days for everybody across all of the instruments. You've got XAU, my GA, EJ, UC, US 30s, Bitcoin. All of this is quite straightforward and easy to me now, so I'm going to narrow it down. Over here on the left-hand side, we've got the XAU chart on the 4-hour. Okay, so daily is looking a little bit scrumptious. Okay, and we could be in for another market movement, impending cycle to the upside. And again, I would like to just suggest to you that it's not all about these dynamics of all of this politics. A lot of the gold movement and narrowing gold into a higher perspective is because of the universal status that we're going through, which is the golden age, and the gold bar, the gold element is so-called attached and articulated to the chakra, the heart chakra of the earth, which is a whole of a manuscript as to what's really going on behind the scenes. And we have to bring in the metaphysics, as I've already mentioned many times, into market correspondent and not get too caught up in these political dramas and these distractions in which all of it is. And you also notice a lot of people on the podcast these days have all been bought out by the government. And from all those people who are patting you on the back and give you good information, there's a darker fear behind it. So only if you have your eyes open can you really put these into perspective. That's why I've completely shut off from many things around me. I've learned all the lessons I need to learn for the next few years. I'm narrowing into my intellect, and I'm also narrowing into my field of wealth that's now being built for sustainability for the rest of my life, and also going into different avenues in which I have to stay private. Beautiful times ahead. So let's just go straight to it. So with gold, the module here, as you can see on the dailies, a few areas of consideration. If we looked at mapping out a few daily areas, okay, what all I have on here is one of the volume metrics, session volume profile HD, and what I've done, I've just took off everything else around there apart from the daily box. And all of this daily box really does, okay, I don't want to get into session volumes and all this garbage. I want to keep it nice, clean, and concise. I no longer use candlesticks. I don't need candlesticks for clear abbreviations of chart price. As I say, I've learned volume metrics. I've learned footprint charts on institutional platforms. That's my next goal in life. That's where I'm headed in life, away from this retail garbage. So I'm just going to give it straight forth. If anyone wants to know a little bit more about that in private, you can more or less give me a message. Other than that, it's not worth me giving my knowledge away because it's too valuable for me and it actually works in the market. We're not selling prop firms, we're not selling indicators, we're not selling even signals, all of this garbage. We're just giving you real life information, and also at the same time, the more questions you have, the more I can fire in more can fire. I'm extremely busy outside of the field of a Discord and this retail BS that I see every day. It makes me sick to even look at people online. And at the same time, there's a whole bigger ocean, not a little pond, in which many of people are going back and forth in right now. So that's it. Points of suggestion here. We got 2708. Remember when we came into that area and then we poised back to the upside. Main levels set at 2790. We will see 228 soon, and obviously 2980s, 2990s. But what we can more or less put our nails into is 2717. So we've got daily low, daily low. So again, these boxes are just from daily low, daily high. And instead of me, because again, I've turned off, I don't need candles anymore. I can literally trade on a line chart if I really wanted to with some numbers behind the scenes, which I get from Chicago Mercantile Exchange and COMEX. And that's all a different ball game. Once you actually realize what's really going on and how the market is operating and what metrics the high institutional or high net worth investors, this, that, and the other are actually working from, you can swiftly just push all of the other garbage away and all of the garbage people that are regurgitating the same outcome. So yeah, depends how deep you want to go. How far down the rabbit hole do you want to go? It's up to you guys. Okay, so again, all my personal points and suggestions behind the scenes are not worth my energy to give out, not worth any token to sell or this, that, and the other, because it works. So right now, what we're looking at on gold, the other daily low that was made Tuesday, November the 5th, okay, around 2 a.m., Asian style, 2,724, so we've got 24, 17s, and 08. So if we get some market volume that pushes PA down, I would state, guys, that you're looking at, in the midst here, middle arena, buy limit, whip out buy limit into 2.7s, split orders into here, and then we can circumnavigate. Okay, here's the forecast going back to the highs. And with this being said, I can make it look very easy. I'll be on the other side of the fence over there in the institutional mapping arena on the footprints, and I'll be watching how much delta comes in. Difference between the buy and the ask is the delta. Okay, there's a lot of people out here. Again, now I'll say 19. From what I've learned in the last few months, I'll say 99.9% are all fake. And it actually hurts me to even look at or even conversate forex to people or markets to people anymore, because there's just a whole different ball game. And if you're not clued in, you're not clued in. I have literally nothing else to learn from anybody. Talking some nonsense face to face with people I don't even know, or a lot online. I just want to give you my 2 cents, guys, to maybe map your brain into looking at deeper avenues of the market for your sustainability going forward and taking yourself to another plateau. So, sorry. Yeah. So push, and then we're looking for that upscale arena. If we look at, again, I'll use the hourly 2. You can copy and paste those dailies over, exact same thing. So daily high, daily highs, daily lows, daily highs, and then we have this arena right here. So we're more or less trapped in the box arena. We can come into 2750s, nice area, 2749, spike below. Okay, what time was that? It was 1 a.m. Initial spike was 14, so into Chicago. And then we have this entire arena, which we can just put on there with the with the overall crosshair. And as mentioned, we could look for this boom, 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 boom. Could we go into short arenas? Of course we could. The short arenas that I would say and suggest over here would be in the mix and an enticement of, okay, so 1 into 2s. Okay, and again, there's various factors that I can recall over here from me looking at a footprint chart and also looking at all of the orders, the bids and asks delta, and looking at where potential sells are, buys are, and where the market is accumulating. Okay, ready to take us into the next arena. So this one we can copy and paste over, and this one copy and paste over, keeping it clean as possible. Okay, and these will be target points.